Well, I got given an Alpa camera to test out, and the unboxing was quite something. Oh, kind of overdone it with the packaging a bit. Oops. Oh. Oh. Cardboard box. Cable release. You know what, let's just cables, batteries, whatever. Let's get to the interesting stuff. I don't think I will ever experience a moment like this again until maybe I see the birth of a unicorn via cesarean section. I just had a couple days to play with this camera, and when I say camera, it's kind of odd because it's two parts. There's the Alpa, and then there's the Phase 1. Now you have to be extremely careful when you open these four latches because it will fall apart like a clown car. Ah. So, yes, we're just left with the Alpa now. It's very nice. And this is how you set the aperture. Shutter speed, focus, smooth like a baby's bottom. Not that I go around touching babies' bottoms to find out. And then this is how you cock it, and then bang.
What's more, you can connect it to your smartphone.
Of course, that also means you can take 100 megapixel selfies. I mean, that is a proper mirrorless camera. Use your phone to upload your photos to Instagram.
But I wanted to do something a bit special with the camera. So with no prep other than a quick weather check, I decided to go try out a location I didn't know too much about.
Okay, so now that's the time. And you know what? I don't need sleep. Let's go out and do something special with the Alpa. I had everything ready, batteries charged, everything packed relatively neatly. Even my hair was done to look like some freshly grown wheatgrass. But when you go to a location without doing research, it's destined to come back and kick you in the balls. Still, everything felt relatively good. The journey, the arrival, and the location. There is something quite therapeutic about being at a location with just you, your camera, and beautiful scenery. Like nobody around, just taking shots.
You're the guy from YouTube.
Hello.
Hi there.
This is nice, isn't it?
It's lovely.
It's freezing. Lots of shrinkage.
There were two problems with that. Number one, the money shot was looking westwards, whereas ideally with the position of the sun and the edge, we wanted to be looking eastwards. And then number two, there were no clouds in the sky.
This is annoying because I'm filming on the camera, but my jeans, some of my trousers are like proper gangster in a minute. Oh dear. Okay. Oh, can you feel that sun? Oh, have that.
Sure, there's loads of light, but the sky looks boring. It might be fine for a nice picnic in a park, but for landscape photography, get out of my face.
But a slightly boring sky was the least of my worries. The camera was the biggest problem.
I was fine with using the actual Alpa part of the camera. I've used film cameras like that before.
You open the shutter so that when you click the menu and press live view, you can actually see stuff in live view. Focus, switch the live view off, close shutter, cock shutter, and then take the shot.
It's just that the Alpa part and the Phase 1 part didn't seem to be working in unison. There were just loads of error messages, and they were all in a language that only Phase 1 technicians could understand.
Cock. I'm just cocking the shutter. I'm not swearing, okay? So, cock.
When you have a boring sky, you try to fill that space with something else. Sadly, we only had ourselves.
Oh my god. Oh! Oh! But your legs look a bit wooden. A bit more. Alright, yeah. Okay. That'll do. I'm glad I'm testing the Phase 1 on this.
The poses were freshly laid poo hot, but the camera was having a bit of stage fright.
So maybe the other shots were registering? It's just black. Maybe it's absolute gash. What's going on? Let's have a little look.
It's got some weird effects on it.
Yeah.
But this is a camera that costs an arm and a leg, and perhaps your torso and your head also. I mean, for that kind of money, you could perhaps buy a small boat, a car, and maybe a wife off the internet. Should a camera that is aimed at fine artist photographers be this fussy? That's my beef with it. Oh man, it stinks. I would have really loved to have gotten some nice shots out of it to really test out the gear. But there really is no point evaluating and assessing the gear when the gear isn't firing on all cylinders. In those situations, I'd rather have nothing to do with the gear. I don't care how much it costs. Send it back. Personally, I never want to take gear out on a shoot that matters without testing it properly beforehand, but my job is to film the process of testing the gear, and I don't always get the luxury of testing the gear before filming anyway. You can always prepare yourself as subjects, but you can't always prepare yourself for problems with the gear. Still, had a good trip, had plenty of laughs and a fun day out. That is some horn action. Hello, yoo-hoo. You got a buffet going on there. My trousers are going down again. Oh no. His penis looks like a sweet potato. I just hope the farmer doesn't see me with my pants down. He might think I'm doing some naughty business with his livestock, which is only strictly half true. Got inspired by lots of beautiful scenery. Yeah, it's great, isn't it?
Breathtaking. You know, Constable said that everyone sees light differently in their own way. It's kind of reflected in his painting, you know?
It's true. I think you're getting some on your shoe. And that's really what photography should be about. That and lots of sexy camera lenses. Reviews of which you can watch here. Digital Red TV. See ya. Potentially the bit where Paul falls over.
Cheers, mate.